Welcome to Divine Honey Podcast. I'm your host, your friend, Tamika Johnson.
Now I'm your co-host, Big Bro, Tim Johnson.
If this is your first time tuning in, welcome. The show is about
Welcome.
yes, and this show is about human experiences. This includes thought-provoking conversations and most importantly, our Divine Honey guest sharing stories about love, life, journey, and purpose. If you're watching live or on the replay and you feel inspired, please leave a comment, questions, engagement is 100% appreciated
Need it.
and needed. What's going on with you, little brother?
I'm a little tired today, but healthy and well overall. How about you?
I'm good, a little tired too. I'm always going. Um, I try to rest today until about noon. So.
What does that? What does rest mean? Like just lay around, or you were sleeping, or
Yeah,
what?
like I can't really sleep in, but I just like rested. I posted for the show and then I finished watching ATL because I was watching it yesterday while I was doing stuff.
Hey, why they call you son? Cause you shine like one.
Good movie. It's still a good movie. Even watching it, I like it. Um, I feel like what Ti didn't have to be like that mad at her. I mean,
What you mean? It's a movie, goof.
yeah, whatever.
You got to bring
And
the
then
the dramatizing into the.
right. But then as soon as he needed her, because he was scared about his brother, he forgave her instantly.
Yeah,
Using
yeah.
ass. And then guess what else I watched? I watched the movie Overboard.
For Overboard. What's that?
Oh, you might be too young about that Overboard. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn. She was like this rich lady on this boat, and he was like a carpenter. And then they didn't like each other, and then she fell over. Later in the movie, she falls off the boat and she gets rescued, but she has amnesia. And so they put it on the news. Oh, this lady who's gonna claim her. And Kurt Russell's like, man, she owes me $600 because she didn't pay me for, that carpentry. And so he goes and pretends like that's his wife and stuff. Yeah, you too young. Whoa, yeah, it's overboard. That's a part. Um, but yeah,
That's cool.
but
That's,
some good stuff happened yesterday for Divine Honey. I want to do a
what's up?
little bit of a shout out.
All right, go ahead.
So I got a call on Friday about opportunities to network and get some interviews, but do some in-person interviews, which that's where we're going to. Like, even when you see me and Tim together, when I come visit, seeing us in the same shot and all those things. Um, so it's last minute, but I'm always up for the challenge. I want to thank B. So I want to thank Sister Mika. She's the one who connected me. I went to exhibit to see. It's an artist named Nikki Lambert. She's turned, I believe, 79 on the 7th. Beautiful artwork. Um, I went down to a place called the Soul Center. I'll put that information in there, but there's a lot of art exhibits there, the spaces for art exhibits, storytelling, specifically the storytelling of Black art, Black history, things of that sort. So I'll drop that information. I got to meet with her. I'll eventually will be doing an interview with her. She's very interesting. But I got to do an interview with her daughter yesterday on financial literacy. So once that's edited and good to go, that will be put up and her help is offered. It was a good talk. So I want to thank Sister Mika for putting that together and getting us all connected. I want to thank Beatrice Edwards because she last minute made flyers for me, to leave to promote what we're doing. So big up to her. I want to say thank you to Jeff Johnson. He was our cameraman, our lighting man. sound man, and he did an excellent job yesterday, and I appreciate him lending his time and talents. Um, yeah, so that's a shout out. And shout out to the Soul Center here in Phoenix for letting us use the space. And for Jennifer Lambert for being a guest, my first in person guest. So,
Hey, appreciate you.
yes, you were there in spirit. I shouted you out, brother.
Yes, sir.
So, before we get started, it's birthday week. It's birthday week.
Yeah, Kingston turns 3. Shout out to the king.
Yeah. And then it's my birthday. His birthday's first on the 15th. Okay. I love my nephew. It's his birthday. Amen. He's getting gifts and love. Then it's my birthday on the 17th. I will be celebrating from the 16th to the 23rd.
Wow, bro.
I bought myself my birthday gift yesterday. And then it's our mom's birthday on the 18th, and Ludy's going to be there seeing you guys, right?
Yeah, she'll be here Friday. She's coming up Friday she said she's supposed to get here about 6:15.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll kick it with old Cartelius Johnson.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, let's get into a little comments.
Yeah, Bree said she saw the movie.
Yeah, so that marks that we're just older.
Yeah, that's so that 40 club.
Yeah, thank you, Bree. And Bridget said, "Oh, happy birthday, Kingston and Ludy, and Tamika."
You be all right,
guys,
bro.
I literally started this family.
You'll be all right, bro.
I'll be all right. But yes, happy birthday. So we won't be doing the episode next week. My birthday's actually on Sunday. I'm gonna be out in these streets.
Dotting and plotting.
Dotting and plotting. So what's going on? What are we talking about today?
Well, we got social media, big cuz. Social media.
Oh, wait, for Women's History. Look, Bridget isn't ish. She said, "I did not see my photo on the women's post you created." Look, I couldn't get everybody on there. I haven't taken a picture with you in years, so I would have to dig that up. So when I see you on Sunday,
you could have photoshopped her, bro. You ain't spit for that, cuz. I feel you, Bridget.
I'll do another post.
You could have photoshopped you in there, cuz. Yeah, could have most definitely photoshopped in there, cuz.
So we are doing talking about social media today, how technology and social media has shifted the culture. I guess where do we kick it off? I love social media.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, I don't mind it. I don't mind it. I think and Bree had mentioned this to me too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bree. You know, we're on our micro influencer shit year. Mm-hmm. So just in case if you ain't following her, go ahead and give her that like, subscribe, or follow. You know what I'm saying? We had 1,000 on TikTok. We getting a little bit of bread. We doing the Instagram joint. You feel me? So stuff is up and up, and we trying to keep going up. Yes. You dig. So in that light, I think social media is very powerful. However, I think it also can be used for evil too. So I think if you can go get what you get, if you're looking for it, you can find it.
100%. The thing, just starting from the beginning, you know what I think of, because I'm a millennial and I'm at the beginning of
You're a millennial?
I'm an older millennial, Tim.
All right.
I'm your elder. I don't know what
you like Gen Y or Gen X.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Look it up. I'm an older millennial.
Bro, you're 45. You're like Gen.
I'm not 45. I'm 40.
You're like Gen T.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
All right.
No, so I'm thinking about back in the day, starting off with just MySpace.
Oh, the beginning.
The beginning.
Yeah, and MySpace. Zanga.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, but we had a Zanga for sure. the dial-up internet.
Oh, ooh. And then you were just blessed, even if you got a chance. Like you didn't even have people didn't even have computers. Not everybody even had a computer. I don't think I had a computer until I was in college.
That's facts. That is facts. It wasn't just right at our fingertips. It wasn't just quite at our disposal. And then even going deep, like for real, like they've been posting memes of this. You remember the I know this is off track, but I'm gonna call you after 9 o'clock when my minutes are free.
We talked about that yesterday. Yep.
So,
and
yeah.
some of us still had beepers. I kept when cell phones first came out. I kept my beeper too because of minutes. So
I think I had your beeper.
Huh?
I think I had your beeper after you got done using it. I had it for a little bit. Someone robbed me for it. Punk ass.
No, but just the connecting, like all the drama, like on the I like MySpace because you could do up your page, right? Like you could have music. It was put to your personality. But Facebook came along. See, I was on Facebook, but it was only for college, like for college students. And it was just for me to contact them. And then everybody's parents started getting on there. And then Facebook went wild.
Right.
And then
I had a Facebook too, though, in 9th grade.
I don't know why you had one.
Yeah, Facebook was popping. As soon as it popped, it popped.
Yeah, I mean, I was still teetering out of MySpace. It's like we all just abandoned MySpace. We just left one day.
Yeah, shout out Mark Zuckerberg. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then Instagram. I like Instagram now better than Facebook.
Why is that?
Because now at a certain point it was just pictures, but now they do clips. So like I can see clips of stuff, and I don't know. And then it depends what you follow too.
Sure.
So what you follow can be dangerous for sure.
Yeah, that's facts. So you most definitely can be poisoned if you want to be poisoned.
Okay, keep talking. My computer's about to die. My bad, y'all.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You stay almost having a computer that's about to die, bro. Come on, man.
I'm back. Okay. But I think the thing I like is connecting. Think of the ways we get to connect now that we could not before.
Right, facts.
Think about the pandemic.
Yeah, I would say connection.
The pandemic was helpful.
That's why I say
how did I get to see you all the time?
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say it's positive because, like I said, when we were talking the other day, you and Bree most definitely opened my eyes to that because we're talking about like the topic of what we're going to speak of. I was like, damn, there's a lot of negative, but there is a lot of positives to it. Like when you think of, like, for instance, the connectivity, as you were just mentioning, like we were able to, since you don't want to get an iPhone, we were able to talk on Snapchat or Facebook Messenger, and it's a video call. You know what I'm saying? We even just got mom the stuff for all of her pictures on her camera because of the connectivity. So we're able to upload pictures there, so she can always be updated to what we're doing. And she has Facebook also, even though she don't know how to use it, she got it. So if you know what I'm saying, we want to call her, FaceTime her on that, we can do that. And I think about just like the younger generations to like their older generations, as these devices became, my camera, you can't see it, but my phone, I'm holding my phone up, as though the devices, the mini computers in our hand became more popular, people are able to interact and talk through, pictures from Instagram or Facebook and stay caught up. So it's pretty dope.
Yeah. I love that.
Brittany just said something. What's Black Planet?
Brittany said happy Sunday and can't wait to celebrate your birthday. Thanks, bud. So you don't know nothing about Black Planet. So it was like a space you could like kind of date, talk to people, other Black people.
Sure.
Black Planet, baby. I forgot about Black Planet. Y'all shout out some old like places you used to get on social media to connect to people. Maybe some stuff that's not really even maybe popular anymore or doesn't really exist. But remember Clubhouse? It was a Clubhouse. I know Clubhouse, but what was that? We were on it for like 5 hours. You, me, Carrie, Bree, and Justin, and you could play games.
Oh, House Party.
House Party.
Yep.
We was on that thing for 5 hours during the pandemic because that was just the way to connect, and it was great for people like that didn't. I was a person that was alone during the pandemic.
Yep.
I did not see a person for 9 weeks in person.
Yeah, that's tough, dude.
Then I just had to roll the dice. But yeah. But connection is really a big thing. And
I want to say there was another one too. Like a Marco Polo. There's like one where you can like record a video and send it to somebody.
Oh, yeah, I never did Marco Polo.
Yeah. COVID, that pandemic most definitely brought like a lot of, if you were like able to code and create product, there was a lot of like visual products that were created so people could stay connected to each other.
100%.
Or they could have already been in existence. We just didn't know what they were because our lives are moving so fast. So once we slowed down, we really started to look at other apps or whatever, what have you, to get in touch with people.
Mm-hmm. And that slow down, think about connecting. Do you think without technology, we wouldn't have been we wouldn't able to be able to see like George Floyd?
Yep.
All those things. And the slowdown helped too, for sure. Like we had to sit still and kind of deal with some things during the pandemic, look at ourselves and really look at the world.
Facts.
Information access. Oh Lord. There's so much information now. Like, here's the thing. I'm going to say the positive part first. If there's anything that you want to know, learn, try, it is literally at your fingertips. Right. You can literally go to Google, you can go to YouTube, you can, whether it's the information you're receiving is right or wrong.
Yeah.
You have access.
Right. And it's up to you to make that determination to that too. You know what I'm saying? I think I had made this comment last week about the opinions of folks. Like everybody has an opinion, you know? So like what is right or wrong is up to your perspective for real. But it's there. It is there. You can search it low key. I mean, there's a meme for everything damn near. You get on Instagram now and like the stories or what have you. People are in their stories doing it, or TikTok, there's story, you know what I'm saying, where you can learn about different things. If you want to learn about like the foreign policy wars that are going on, the political debates, like everybody is now using their platform, big or small, what size it is, to express that on social media. So it's kind of like a library of all things.
Yeah, and just getting access about like what Bree does, like health stuff now.
Yep.
Health, yes, I know we have like Western medicine. We now the thing is having a naturopath and all those things, but you can advocate for yourself and you can look up things and gain access to even learn how to advocate for yourself for your health.
Right.
And mental health. So there's a lot of information and accessibility about mental health.
Right. Which is cool because Lord knows we need it. We need it. And it's nice just to, you know, when some of those folks are talking, it's nice just to, I don't necessarily want to say like confirmation bias. It is a little bit of that, but it's nice to like get into circumstances or situations where there are like people that agree with some of the stuff that you're hearing to kind of confirm what you do believe and you do feel this to be true. And then from there, you're able to go and do your own research.
Right. Now, there is like, you know, social media, technology, all these things have shifted our culture for sure. It can be bad influences. I think there's a lot of podcasts now and everyone's sharing their opinions. I'm one of them, right? But sometimes you see these debates online. And I think, once you click on one thing, they're coming in your feed. And you have to be careful because some people's stance is coming from a trauma response. And like the debates between men and women.
Yeah.
That keeps coming on your feed. Maybe a lady used an example. Someone sent me a clip. She was like, I will see something like a woman talking about how her man cheated on her, dudes ain't ish. Now I'm like, it's on my feed, and now I'm like, oh no, dudes ain't ish. But I've never been cheated on. It programs the brain.
It does.
And so there's certain debates between people, cultures, things. Like I'm gonna kind of speak on our community a little bit. I'll see the feeds because those are things I click on. Things with disagreements between Black men and Black women.
Sure.
And sometimes they're not solution based by any means. It's you do this, you need to be doing that. And that keeps coming on your feed. And again, I think sometimes those aren't our personal experiences and we take them on, and sometimes it doesn't help provide like a solution.
Heck no, it don't.
No, not at all. Like how can we like, and you have all these like dumb debates like, oh, what's the one, the Cheesecake Factory one?
The first date. Like that was the dumbest stuff in the whole nation. Like straight up, bro. And and the thing about it is that makes me upset is that people gas it up, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Oh, for sure. Why do you think truly, in just all things, and probably people might not agree with this. However, it is what it is. How do you expect man or female to take somebody on a date and spend like $500-$600 on a first date? We don't even know each other. Like we don't even know each other. And I'm about to just come out my pockets like that? You feel what I'm saying? Like how you expect that? Like why is that an expectation for a man or woman, whomever it is, you know what I'm saying, to drop that much bread on a first date? We don't know each other. We may never speak again after this, and I just gave you $600. I don't even know you from a can of paint. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. And that's what the negative of social media does. Like our brains have literally been reconstructed to create these outlandish expectations of a partner that we don't know. And then if you don't do it, oh, you broke. Like what? Why does that make me broke? Right. Because I'm making a financial decision that is responsible. I don't know you, sis. And you want me to take you to a place for $600? Come on, man. And you're trying to count my pockets and tell me that I'm broke because I choose not to do that? What is that, man? Simba, how you gonna make me feel like less than a man because I won't buy you a new Birkin? Like, come on, man. We got to get out of that stuff. You feel what I'm saying? Like that shit is silly.
But social media, yes, I think perpetuates that. I think we have to be mindful of what we're clicking on. It's starting to set our standards and morals. Like, so I do see a lot of that. Sometimes I'm like, oh wow. Let's get to some comments. You pick one, Tim.
Bree says, my health has improved so much because of social media. Bridget says, right, I would have still been sick in bed without social media. When we was just talking about the first day stuff in social media, you know what I'm saying? It gets me going every time because that's what Bree said. It's a real, like, I think social media has the outlet of making us better because of all of the stuff that's at our hands and at our disposal. But I also think at the same time, like when I was talking in Fern about that confirmation bias, like you most definitely can be confirmed because you can find a podcast, someone speaking to something that truly agrees with what you're saying. And I think for men and women alike, our intentions are to go on social media sometimes to find some of that confirmation bias so that I can feel that I'm right, knowing that morally or ethically that could be like wrong. But if someone agrees with that junk, now I'm like, yeah, I'm rocking with it too. It just makes me want to do it even more. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, nowadays with that, we don't even have context Like we will see parts of a video and base a whole opinion and thought process off of that. And that is dangerous.
It is. It is. There are like a lot of podcasts out there that is good. So like that's why I like it, like especially ours. So just go and if that's what you're gonna do, like when we were talking about self-awareness and all that stuff the other week, like truly see how it's impacting you. Because it can get you going. Like truly check in with yourself and do some of those reflections on how is this impacting me? How is this making my life better just because I'm getting confirmed by this? It's validating my thoughts. Sometimes it's not good to do that. And you gotta go and find stuff that disagrees with what you believe in just to humble yourself and get you back balanced.
Right. Hold on. I have a comment right here. It says, let's go a step further. There are so many people looking for a 10 when they bring nothing to the table. A relationship should be mutually beneficial.
Yeah, I was just watching a clip. Speaking of that, Buddy from what's the Tyler Perry show with the it's House of Pain. He's actually a really funny dude for real and super Christian, which is dope. From House of Pain, the bigger bald black dude. He's like short, bigger black dude with all the jokes.
Yeah.
He was on something and he was telling I guess some women had asked him what's the list of all the things. He said, write down a list of all the things that you want to see in a man, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then after they wrote that down, like 10 minutes later, he's like, so are you willing to be that?
Right.
And they're like, oh, right. So like, if you're not willing to change and be what you're looking for, then how can you ask for those things? Like you got to be willing to be those things too for somebody else.
Right. It goes back to what relationships are: compromise and sacrifice. You're giving, and sacrifice can be, that's in any giving. What are you willing to give?
Yeah.
What are you willing to lay down on the table? And social media is sometimes in those like dating ones and relationship ones, they don't talk about the give.
Right.
And y'all don't know these people to be like taking relationship advice, because we all got like ish in the background. We've all put up with stuff. We've all have our own traumas. We've all been jacked up over a relationship. We've all been there. Now, yeah, you don't know these people, what they doing in the background.
No, heck no, bro. Heck no. But truly, that's why like that reflection time is always necessary. Taking that time to be by yourself is always necessary just to tap in. I know a lot of times different folks, once they start to realize like this is starting to kind of like influence and change some of my thoughts and around what have you, whatever it is, they take a break. Like they do a cleanse. I think Bree is talking. That's why I had to do a cleanse of who I'm following. It wasn't putting me in a better spot. You know what I'm saying? So like it's important to always check in with yourself, because if you're putting poison into your brain, like that poison spews out into your circles, into your work, into your daily life. And it's subconsciously happening and you might not even be aware of it until somebody points it out. So that's why it's important to do some of that self-work, to check in, be like, it's social media. Do I need to get off Facebook for a little bit?
Right.
Do I need to get off Instagram for a little bit?
And you start comparing yourself. If your self-esteem and your worth is really low, if you're not watching things to uplift yourself, like positive talk, this, that, if you're watching Instagram models and these beauty things, when you really probably should be working on the inside, it's going to jack you up.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Indeed. It's important, man. Just check in with yourself. Do that daily check. How am I feeling? And sometimes like you can even set like boundaries around what you're doing. Like I'm only going to be on social media for an hour a day, maybe 30 minutes a day. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have an iPhone, I would imagine Androids do this too. So I don't want to leave y'all out.
Okay.
But the iPhone tells you every week how much screen time you've had. You know what I'm saying? So like if your screen time is going up, like you probably need to go ahead and chill out from it a little bit, because you can do a lot of mindless scrolling and damn near been on your phone for like 2 hours just looking at something, not even realize, because It's easy just to hop on Instagram, hop on TikTok, Snapchat, and just be on that joint for a couple hours, just scrolling down. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on?
Escapism. I will admit, by the way, on an Android, yeah, I think you have to download an app. I think I have an app. I have an app that does it. It doesn't matter. It's still able to do the same thing. But I have a timer on mine. Do I go over? Oh, for sure. But it's getting better. I am a mindless scroller. I'm not gonna lie. I like important stuff in life, right? Like being informed and knowing things. But y'all, I do like my how I don't watch Hollywood Unlock his stuff too much, but I like TGIT. I go on the Shade Room. I like pop culture, so I do keep up what's going on. But I like TikTok, and I have to be careful with TikTok because that's where the mindless scrolling. I can stop with those other things. I can read a couple things and stop. TikTok, tell me one night I watched like a bunch of videos about dogs. I don't even like dogs.
Yeah, those algorithms will get you. The algorithm will get you. Most definitely will. That's how. You ever watch The Social Network on Facebook or Netflix?
No.
I think when you get off, and for everybody at home too that's watching and listening, if you haven't watched this before, I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not, but it's called The Social Experiment. And it breaks down how these apps get you to stay like logged in. Like, have you ever noticed that you just get random notifications on your app, and then you open the app and it ain't nothing there?
Nothing there.
Ain't nothing there. So like your algorithm is like, oh, you haven't been on here in a couple of hours. Let me go ahead and pop this notification in. Boop, boop, boop. Look, got Tamika's ass. She done been on here 2 hours again. Look, so like that's how those algorithms are made. You know, those are very smart, intelligent people that build those algorithms to keep us engaged so that, you know, the more usage we do within the app, you know, the more money that they make. And they just get us. We stuck in there. Unless you're aware of how much time you're spending on it.
Yeah. You know, another thing I thought of, like technology, social media has influenced, maybe exposed us to different cultures. Some people more so to different cultures and different languages and different what's politically correct, where we are in today's climate. So just learning, like, even on TikTok, they have like different sides of TikTok. So they have like, what do they have? They have the Caribbean, like the Jamaican side of TikTok. They have Black TikTok. They have
I didn't know they had all that.
Yeah, they have like lesbian.
You really be on TikTok for real.
TikTok, because if you click on one thing and then I'll see the things and it'll say what kind of talk it is, and then I'll just click and see. Girl, I'll just be going to see what they be talking about.
Oh yeah, I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was a thing.
So you really on there. Yeah. So sometimes, you know, with that, the positive side is you get to learn things, right? The negative side is you get to see sometimes the debates and the conflict, and it opens up things. I don't know if that's really negative. Maybe it needs to be opened up.
I think there's an opportunity for positivity in that, and you know, expanding your thought process around certain things. But I also think once it starts to change you, that's when it's like, okay, we got a problem here. What are we doing?
And when you say change you,
I mean like your behaviors, your actions, your thoughts, your patterns, all of that starts to spill over into your daily life. Because I tell you what, you can go down a dark tunnel for sure.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And because those algorithms are so strong, I also think our phones listen to us too. So like sometimes when you pop onto things, you might see some, like I think I bought like 3 or 4 different hats off of Instagram. I bought some flannels off Instagram. Like I think it gets you, you know what I'm saying? Our phones most definitely listen to us, and you can get caught up for sure.
And, you know, we have access, you know, we're talking about connectivity, but the scary part is, you know, you have to deal with now online bullying. So when in your mind, you think you could just shut your computer and things off.
It's hard to. because that's where that addiction comes in. And I think a lot of people are unwilling to admit how much they are addicted to their device.
Yes. Or you all can be together. They were showing out people are at me, Brittany, and Tamika were at a restaurant. We're having, ordering some appetizers or whatever. And we were all on our phone. And an older gentleman leans over and was like, He goes, interesting. You guys are in a group, but you're still on your phones. We're sent the menus on the phone, sir. He was like, oh, and I'm thinking that's why you need to mind your damn business, actually.
But see,
but
that
people
feeds into it.
But side note, people are too comfortable approaching folks.
I mean, it probably was a valid point. You just in your feelings, but
no,
that's another thing, bro.
No, let me finish. Right, but he need to mind his business too. How about that? Valid points. I probably am, but I was like, if you don't mind your business, I'll go ahead.
No, but if you think it, no, but for real though, like with the younger folks, these younger kids, you ever see them all together? They all on their phones. They'll all be interacting, like playing a game together. Like you'll be a group of, I saw this at North all the time. A group of like 10 girls, 10 boys, who it is. They all on like Facebook or Snapchat or playing some kind of game. They're texting each other through the game, but not saying one word around each other, and they're all sitting at a table together. I'm like, this is what we came down to. This is what's happening. Like the phones have literally taken over to control us, if you allow it to. And I think a lot right now, until you're made aware of it or you can break through, like you own that thing, you own it nonstop, and not even, it's like subconsciously, like I find myself doing it. Like, why do I? Sometimes I just try to leave my phone away so I don't even think about touching it. But like when it's next to you, it's like I feel like I got to check something, but ain't nothing going on.
Are people do people check parents? This is for and you're a parent. Are y'all checking your kids' phones?
I mean, shit, I don't think so. I don't check nobody's phone. Kingston ain't got no phone.
Well, when he gets one, would you check his phone? Would you look in his ish?
No, because I think that comes with the environment. I think that comes with the environment that you create in your household. And this is just me being a social worker. If Bree and I have created a household to where, because this is how it is with Landon, which is beautiful to see. We have the household that's created to where it's like you can express your stuff to me to where it's not like I need to be nosy. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I think there's a level of trust that if I've done my job right, then I don't need to check it. But if I've misstepped someplace where it's like it seems like my child is being sneaky, then I'll probably start to get into that. But so I just hope that, like I said, you got a 2-year-old about to be 3. We haven't gotten there. I hope that Bree and I have created an environment in which Kingston will be able to talk to us about stuff to where we don't have to go and check.
Let me hit some comments on that. Bridget said, yes, Bridget, was that in regards to checking phones? I believe so. And then Bree, just a cat heart, said, I used to check Landon's. I don't anymore. And then Life Pal said, I check browse histories on my son's phone. She said, Bridget says, we have an app that helps with that. And then Bree says, yes, I monitor his mood and behaviors. Oh, come on through, parents. Bridget said, depends on the age too. There are predators out there. Yeah. Bree said, but I did want to use Bark when he was younger, but couldn't get it figured out. Tim, you can read the next one.
I don't check their phones, but I try to foster a positive relationship with my kids so that they feel comfortable coming to me about something when it feels wrong. Yep, I'm with that too. You know, I think there's a level of trust. Like I understand as the parental authority figure of the house, we have a responsibility of safety and security for our kids. I also wonder about the aspect of boys versus girls. Like, are we more willing to check our daughter's phone versus our son's phone just based off of, you know, a bias that we might hold from girls and boys? You know, I also think of environmental factors that, you know, different fights or different relationships or different whatever variables that have happened in the home, in which it's like, damn, I probably need to check this phone because of how it went, versus having the policy of, you know, having a check-in when they get home. Because I think life and our phones can get in the way of establishing a core, strong, compatible relationship with our kids, because now we're all at the dinner table or we're all at home and everybody's on their phone versus actually talking to each other.
100%. Thank you, Tamika Martin. Oh, you know, also, you know, we talk about still that influence. Now, what's the one thing you think everyone craves?
Attention.
Let's go a little deeper.
Attention. I think there's
that one thing that we all want.
What?
Love.
Oh, sure.
Thanks, Rich. Jeez, Tim. Love. So, you know, social media is we got online dating. We have, you know, pictures of people being in love, having these great relationships, this, that. Then you have a lot of relationship talk, negative relationship talk, all these influencers. And that can be hard. I think that's hard when you're craving that. And also, people out here getting catfished.
Facts. We got another said, I mainly started checking the browse history because I have minor requirement for Duolingo and coding sessions for 2 hours a day.
She's LifePal. You guys go check out LifePal. Please drop your link in there. This LifePal is a social media platform. It's Women's History Month, so let me talk about this. It's like it says it's private, it's safe social media. And it's connecting entrepreneurs, connecting. You have your own page. It's safe. It's positive. And this was built by a woman.
Let's get it.
Check out LifePal. Let's get it. A little plug. A little plug.
Always got to support the women. Make sure y'all straight. Make sure y'all straight. Ain't nobody checking on us though, but it's all right.
Look, what do they have a men awareness month?
They ain't got nothing, bruh.
I mean, it's men awareness.
You heard what Shaq said.
It's men's month. What?
You heard what Shaq said.
What
he said, I ain't telling y'all nothing because y'all gonna throw it in our face. Look.
I'm not listening to anything Shaq has to say by any means. He had a good woman and
You heard what Shaq said.
And I also heard he had a good woman, a great wife, and he screwed up his marriage. I'm not listening to him.
And he's apologized for that.
Right. Accountability.
Yeah, he's taking it.
He's taking it.
Yeah. Shaq is smart. You heard what they say.
Shaq is smart.
But yeah, that's also a great point, Bridget. Kids are being approached in apps and games. You know what I'm saying? They think it's safe that they're talking with somebody, but in fact, it could be a predator. That's 100%. You ever watch that show, How to Catch a Predator?
Oh, does it even still come on?
I don't know, but they was on there wilding. All social media playing them games, bro. Like, that's real talk. That's why it's like, in which the monitoring of like the time, the device time, I think is very important, because once them kids on that game, bro, anybody's talking to them. And I think that now that you say that, I think that's why it was like always, it's been different and, you know, going live on some of these things, because I'll be like, ain't none of these people going to be able to find us. They can't, you know what I'm saying, get a hold of our nothing. It's like, so yeah, it's different.
That stuff is wild to me. Like, And here's the scary part of social media. There's some stuff you should just never click on. There is some disgusting, immoral, demon stuff out there.
What, you done clicked on something? Look at you. You telling
No,
on
if
yourself.
I can tell it's starting to go like, if like you know how you're scrolling, you see, I'm like, oh hell no. You know who I block all the time? I have to block like because I clicked on some law of attraction stuff. I do have people always in my box trying to give me like a reading or this, that. I'm not saying, I'm just saying like, I don't know
Yeah.
you. I don't know your
Right.
energy. I don't know. Why are you approaching me? Usually you approach someone with a gift.
Right.
They don't usually approach like you. So I have to
Right.
block them real quick because I don't know where that energy is coming from. But I've accidentally, like, you know, my algorithm, I'm like, ooh, and then I just got to like block some things.
Sure.
Because energy, you don't know what, um, you don't know what entities you're taking in to say.
That's
And
right.
that's why you really have to like understand and know your belief system. Um, Lifehouse says we care about our men. Yes, thank you, girl. June is Men's Health. Okay, we can do something for June for men. Tim, you gotta take the reins.
All day. That's easy work.
We care about y'all.
Mm-hmm. So they say.
Oh, again, like you said, this is where the traffickers are chilling. And then I like, do you know how many people are going missing every day and no one is talking about it? For sure. And see, these are the things on social media when we're having those dumb debates, like stuff that we don't even talk about in real life.
So I'm trying to tell you, that's what distractions.
They're
It's a lot
distractions
of
from the things
distractions
that
from
we're
what's
talking
going
about in
on.
here that are important.
Yeah, the stuff that's going on, man. It's easy. Mindless scrolling. It's easy to get you caught up.
And that's scary.
Mm-hmm.
What else? So a thing that I got introduced to on social media is social activism and social work, community justice stuff. You know, when COVID hit, you know, I watched this group. They had like a town hall about everything that was going on. I will admit, when like everyone just started marching, I went out by myself. Like I was like that moved, and I've always been moved about it, but like just certain things never happened in real time. It felt like
Right.
it just felt different. And so there was this group that I had joined and I started getting educated. And the only way we could connect was because we're in a pandemic. With the Phoenix LLC, the only way I could connect with them was through Zoom. Like all the work that we did, because we couldn't be in proximity of each other. Now everything's open and I've gotten to know people like in person and spend time with them. But just meeting different people like from that background, from an activist background, and learning about like cultures and background within my own culture and just allyship and DEI. And
I think that goes to the connection piece of it all,
yeah,
because now you see other people are interested in doing some of the advocacy stuff. So like now I have a tribe I could go join. You know what I'm saying? A group of folks that I can go join that are doing the same thing, which is positive. I think during that time when up here in Iowa, when all that stuff was happening, you know, we were getting connected with all the folks that were out there marching and going to help and raise money and stuff. But you learn that through somebody's like social media page that they're doing that, and that's what they're interested in, which is a dope opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can learn more about this foundation or this organization who is doing some of the work that I'm interested in doing. Let me go ahead and do my little research, and then bing bow, now we connected.
But you learn, but even like I'm still using that as an example, but through this, you actually learn about people, like people you're connected with. Sometimes you got to like probably unfriend, block, and delete some people because your alignment is so off.
Right.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
you have to clear it out. You have to clear some people out that are people that on your feed.
Right.
But that was the great part about that to get me into that work, and it is ongoing and it's hard.
Right.
What did Bridget says? When my niece was living with us, we were very open to. I'm sorry. When my niece was living with us, we were very open on what to do and what not to do. She fell for me pretending to be a friend. She went out after midnight to meet. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But you can get got. Like people do that to their kids. Like the first time you like leave them at home alone and you leave a bunch of stuff like not to do. And then you just go around the house and now they come and answer the phone like, look, we just told you not to do this, bro. Why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? Bree just said something too.
What did Bree say? You can read Bree's.
Also thinking about the crazy amount of money people are making online and social media. They don't have a college degree, but that helps their business go viral. It's crazy what it has done. That's facts.
That is fact.
Landon's participating in a lot of that stuff too, and he's doing well. He's doing very well with it. You know what I'm saying? Like people want to find entertainment, and if you're that outlet for them to find that, it can be lucrative and it can be supportive of your family. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it can help you with your careers. We're not doing things the way we did them before. We have access to resume stuff. We have access to how much stuff. Like you can really research now a career or if it's beneficial. Now it might not even be beneficial to go to college.
Mm-hmm.
It's expensive unless it's
So if you want your business to boom nowadays, you need to have a social media presence. Because that's for the millennials.
I'm an old millennial. I'm y'all's auntie. Tim, it's true. You guys look that up. I'm not lying. I'm born in 1982. I'm an old millennial. No, I'm not going to call myself old. I'm an elder. I'm your auntie.
All right. You can have
it. What else? Like, you know what I look up sometimes? Any little thing, like even like how to do my hair, products. Yeah. Like, oh, what are they doing? Look, thank you. Look, ooh, I almost said something nice because I know that was a dig. Look, she barely made the cut. Ooh. Okay, when I see you. No, I'm playing, girl. See, but I told you. Then maybe I'm your auntie.
It's cool, bro. You got it.
But yeah, overall, I know like times are changing and we keep getting more advanced and more advanced. She said 1981 to 1996. I can't. I'm in that thing though.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think of AI?
I think artificial intelligence I think it's necessary for where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
It can provide a lot of support. The only thing that, I mean, obviously, it's the kind of like the fear of the unknown. You don't know how big or how small it was. Like when you got like robots or computers like doing the job of people at a cheaper rate, but more of an efficient pace, that kind of sucks for those folks that will lose out on those opportunities. But other than that, I think it's cool. Like ChatGPT, you know what I'm saying, it's used. I think there's a lot of opportunity, which is why it's even the impact of what it has on education. Like I can just literally chat the AI and find the answers versus going to read a textbook. You feel what I'm saying? And the AI might even be more effective than reading the textbook, because reading the textbook, to get my answer, I might got to read 5 or 6 pages when I can just ask the AI and it's going to tell me right now.
Right. I love it. I'm starting to notice us. See, she said AI is dangerous. I like it. I'm with you, Tim. More efficient. And even some of the things that I need to do, even to like write something out, um, it gives me everything I need, which could take me hours to do, you know?
Right. Yep.
B said, Lifehouse said, I like that it lists all the sources though.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is just where we're going. So to me, either you have to kind of roll with it, understand it, or get left behind. She said, I do not like what it's trying to do in the book industry. Well, Bridget, one day you can come on once you know stuff with your book and we can talk about that, girl. She is a very good writer. Bridget is a very
No,
good writer.
I can dig that though for sure
Yeah.
because we already have, and this is nationwide. Kids can't read.
All facts.
Like they can't read. Like it's not a joke no more. It's not a myth. Like kids literally can't read. The literacy rate is dropping drastically year after year after year. There's kids in high school that have like a 4th, 5th grade reading level. Like kids can't read. So when you're able to, and I think that's what makes us like different, like the millennials. I think that's what makes us different. You feel what I'm saying? Because the adversity and all the stuff that we had to do, we had to research, we had to find the answers, we had to be in the textbook, we had to talk to our teachers. The kids now, what are they? The Gen Z, Gen X, whatever their label is, and I don't even really like the label, folks, but the kids that are now coming up, like they didn't have to do none of that stuff. So now we're becoming like those old heads. It's like, man, y'all ain't have to go through what we had to go through. Y'all got all this stuff at your fingertips, which is a detriment to them because the challenge is gone. Facing that little adversity is gone because I could just text it in my phone and boom, I got the answer. If I'm doing math, I can just boom, 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 I got the answer. You know what I'm saying? Whereas when we was in school, we had to have some hidden on our graphing calculator to keep you know what I'm saying? Like we had to figure out all these clever ways to do what we were doing, but now it's literally all at the fingertips on these devices that we have.
So now whenever getting into adulthood, whenever there's a challenge or adversity,
they crumble.
And there's no instant gratification and no answer.
Yep.
Like you really have to do
the problem
something.
solving skill, the problem solving and the critical thinking is off. It's out the door.
Right. Out the door.
But you ain't never had to do it. We really ain't had to do it because we were able to find it right away. Instant.
Me and a friend were talking. She said, do you wonder once basically the old heads in corporate America are out, they're done. Would there be chaos in basically getting things done and accuracy and all those things?
No, I don't think so. I think my generation is like that next class of folks that are coming in to replace those old heads. And because of all the stuff that we've learned and went through, now we're able to recreate what it looks like so that we can introduce a lot of the newer wave type stuff into the organization that we work to provide more of that. Because I think there are a lot of older ways of thinking, and with some of those folks, it's hard to break into some of their thinking because they're not going to change because they've been successful, and rightfully so. But there's always something that you can do that is better. And that's where us younger folks come in and can step in and be like, we still doing what you're doing, but now we might sprinkle in a little bit of this over here too to improve it all across the whole board.
I agree with that because I work with older people, but I still came up in the same thing. You had to like really research, work hard. I still come up and rightfully so, you kind of had to grind.
Yep.
Nothing's handed to you. It's who you know, it's this, that, but still coming in rewired a little different because we're exposed to boundaries, new ideas, we're comfortable with technology.
Right.
So exactly what you said. So you still have that group, but then what about after us?
Then hopefully we've done our job. Hopefully we've done our job of training. Because that's when the coaching comes in. Like if you've done your job as a supervisor, manager, an authority within whatever organization you work for, you're supposed to, I guess it's not even supposed to, but I would imagine it'd be your job to coach and train the folks that come after you. Because obviously we still want to instill some of those foundational values, but also at the same time, you want to empower for growth, having that growth mindset.
Well, the thing I do like about kind of the younger people, and I think in management style, in my mind, people are always first. The work is going to get done. And I think that's showing up in education and managing people and training them, treating them like a person. Well, it was rough, like going into the workforce, those bosses was hard on you. They didn't want you like take bathroom breaks.
Right.
Just not treating you like a freaking human, and you still got to perform. Now we've loosened up on that, but for the kids that have not experienced that, they could run into that and they would probably crumble.
No, it's a lot of the shaky knees out there for sure. That pressure most definitely is coming down on folk. But again, like the thing that Bree had mentioned, there's a lot of different routes now we can take. 100%. You can now be an influencer and make a lot of money just off of marketing yourself on social media. You can also be a YouTuber. You can be a Twitcher, you know what I'm saying? Go live. Like looking at Drewski and Kai Cenat and all that, like they're making millions of dollars.
Right.
Courtney Country Wayne, Desi Banks, like they're making millions of dollars based off social media. So I think we have to be, I guess you don't have to. I don't like, I'm saying, don't use absolute. Right. However, in the sense of how the world is changing, we have to be able to be different in the fact of the world changing, or else you start to get excluded, and then you might start to be isolated because now it's like your lack of open-mindedness might shut doors for you, and opportunities might close off because you're not being able to be open-minded to the changes that are happening.
100%. Tim, go to our comment section. Sorry.
Just to key our heart, we also can't imagine something different of a world because we've never experienced. It's always going to be generation versus generation. I see judgment between the two all the time. That's facts.
Yeah.
New isn't always better. However, just because you always have don't mean it's right. That's real. We have to find the truth and balance 100%.
100%.
And then Bridget also said, who are we training? No one is working.
Look, I'm in a field where we working, boy. I'm worked to the bone. I'm in a hard industry. We working over wherever I'm at, and
I think
yes, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I would say and that's where I think that comes in from the generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? I think because of the grind mentality that we possessed, the nuances of working and what working looks like, because the youth now are coming with boundaries and things saying that they're not going to do. And because we need more people in the workforce and they're not willing to do that stuff, I think it's opening up the idea of we need to be a little bit more open-minded of what work looks like.
Yes.
Because people were dying from stress. has so many impacts on our body and that we don't address. And I think the youth are now like showing us like, why y'all work so hard? I ain't got to do that.
Right.
I can do this in half the time.
Right. And
I don't need to be here 50, 60 hours. I can do this in 35 and be cool. And the job is still done.
Right. And that's what I do like about that. And I had to like take that mentality. Like I said, I work smart. It is kind of a little bit of a grind. And for me to stay in the industry, obviously I had to leave one situation to go to a better situation, but coming in with boundaries. It's okay to say in an interview, y'all, I said that I believe in work-life balance. I came in with that.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta know how to word it. It was professional, but work-life balance. So I guess what? But I'm approached that way. I got hired anyways. They understand that. I'm going to take PTO.
It's gonna happen. We get it.
I'm going to say when something's too much for me. I'm going like that's a jump. And I won't be abused at work. It's not gonna happen.
Right.
So that's what I do like about the younger, because they will dip on y'all. I'm like, you ain't gonna have me sick. Life should be more than just going to work and paying bills.
Right, for real.
You should be able to enjoy your money.
You're supposed to
enjoy your free time, enjoy your family.
I think that's what that's the generation to generation thing. I think when you're working, what is it? Working to live and not living to work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's become that would I think that was an old philosophy for some of the older generations, whereas some of us newer folks that are younger folks coming in with this thing of, no, I work hard. You give me vacation, I'm going to use my vacation. I accumulate sick time. If I take a sick day, I'm taking a sick day. You feel me? Like where it's like, and sometimes Bree has to remind me of that stuff too, because it's like, yeah, take care of yourself. Self-care is very important. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to be burnt out.
Right. What she said, Bridget said, when you have financial stability, you can set and keep those boundaries. I think you can have boundaries either way. But I get what you're saying. It's scarier because you need that job, right? So I get that.
Yeah, it is scary because you need that job,
but
these young folks care less.
People are different now. People are different. I have people. I know people that they go, I'm gonna step out on faith because I ain't taking this.
That's facts. COVID.
I ain't taking it, and things have worked out for them because they have faith in that they can maneuver. It depends on the person, because some people like, look, I know people who had whole family.
Yeah. Huh? I said some people don't got the fortitude to do that,
right?
But there are 100%. Some people that can do it though, for sure.
For sure. So I get it. I get it both ways. That was my dad, lived to work. She said, I think we need to talk about how we are making it in this economy in the next show. Well, actually, Bridget, you joined late. I did a pre-record yesterday, my first in-person pre-record, and it was with a financial advisor. And it will piggyback off of that. So after that one airs, then we can get to in this, but it piggyback. It literally piggybacks. We'll do a live one, but yes, because people are hurting right now. It's expensive to live. Boy. You know what? I went and got some French fries. It was a medium fry. How much do you think that cost?
Like $5.99?
$3.89.
For a smaller medium.
It was medium.
Oh, yeah, they hit you.
Yes, but yes, we gonna get that one together, Bridget. That's a good one. But we did hit on that. We hit that yesterday hard. 60K used to be an income. Yeah. Like, I mean, well, depends where I don't know. I know where I live, and
If you don't have debt, 60K is still decent in the Midwest. Now on the West Coast, where y'all at, I know y'all junk is high.
high. And like that's why I don't even know. And on yesterday's show, we did talk about, I was like, people are literally opting, like, I'm not having children. Like that's like an executive decision because of the cost.
Facts.
You people are making like life choice, like these life choices, and but not everyone wants children or want to get married and want these things. Let's add that. But some people don't even want to be in partnerships. Like you have your stuff and I have my stuff, and I look because, or they're roommating. Why aren't families like coming together and like just living together? I mean, I'm not trying to come live with you.
That's a cultural thing, but I think
Yeah.
that's a topic for another day, though.
Yeah. What did she say for rent? 2K to rent a 4-bedroom house. Yeah, it's pricey. It is pricey here. What? She said, "Oh Lord, here comes the Johnsons." But yeah, maybe we can hit on that when we talk about how people are making it in the economy. We'll have to do the financial advisor because I will tell you, I was very educated, and I'm going to give you guys her information too, because we need to save for the future, but we need to enjoy ourselves too. We're not here to live to work.
Right.
So yeah. Oh my God, you guys y'all hit some good points today.
Great engagement today for sure.
Great engagement.
I need to
And
go get some water. Y'all got me parched.
you don't be having water with you?
Nah. I think one time we should do like a happy hour. That'd be kind of dope.
Ah,
Everybody bring a drink, have a little cocktail hour.
yeah. And if for y'all don't drink, y'all can do a little mocktail.
You know, mocktail, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Or you could buy
Bree.
some greens from Autobahn. Shout out to Just a Kia Hart. She got the plug if you need some greens and stuff like that. So
I
we got
love
you.
it. I love it.
Arbonne.
Bring your own drink. Oh, I was like, dim the lights. It's happy. It's happy hour. Oh, she said some. What is it called?
Arbonne.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you said Autobahn or something.
Yeah. Yes, Bridget said dim the lights. Oh, look, Bree, look, I got you. Got any takers? Brittany said, "Do I need those greens, Bree?" Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just hit her on the Instagram. She'll send you the link.
And put it in the chat.
I ain't got it. It ain't my product, my tracker.
But you're gonna benefit from it. It's a family affair. And then watch Bree and Landon, the mother and son duo, go live on TikTok.
All right, we're gonna get you the link, Brittany. Timmy slipping.
Timmy, stay slipping. But yes, so yes, I appreciate Bridget. She had an idea for a show topic. If you guys have any ideas for a show topic, of course, again, y'all know where to hit me up at Bougie Girl at gmail.com, BOOSHEGURL at gmail.com. Yes, I need to get my IG up. Follow me on Bougie Girl. I do post on my personal page, but I'm trying to transition, not posting. It'll only
You might as well
be,
just get rid of your personal page and just use this full time.
I know, because the only thing I'm going to post on my personal page for what we do is in my stories, not as a post. So I'm trying to, y'all, migrate over to Bougie Girl. I'm on TikTok. Come on, get me to 1,000 followers too, so I can make money with. Look, I can do a duo with Landon and Bree. We can be the duo, the Pepper Johnson trio. I think that would be fun. What else? Tim, you got any parting words on social media? I think that's it. I think we did
I would
good.
just say, you gonna ask me a question and cut me off, fam?
Oh, I thought you said you were done. I'm sorry. I'm working on my active listening.
I was saying, damn, what was I saying? If it starts to change your view about life and how you're operating in life and your friends and your family, and you're seeing that you're picking up your phone, always checking it randomly and all those things, it's probably a sign to go ahead and let that phone hang out by itself for a little while. Get a little break from it.
And then I would also say go deeper. I know we get like little bits and bits. Sorry, I can't see the comment section anymore for some reason. Oh, okay. You get bits and bits of information from social media. I encourage you to go deeper. Y'all, I encourage y'all to still go read a book. Read some articles and still have a sense of who you are when you're taking in this information. Remember, you don't know these people. So I love you guys. Thanks for joining in. And well, we won't be here next week because it's my birthday. But we'll be here the week after. So
see y'all in a couple of weeks.
Until next time, peace and blessings.
Peace.
Bye, y'all.